Just the way it goes. And I got a good excuse. I've been sick and stuff and kind of dumb. I mean, y'all know I was dumb. But anyway, here's what we got. We're going to make this guy. He's kind of a fat, hairy guy. I'd say he's kind of wandering around the woods and stuff. It's just the way these things go. But I don't know. He could be wandering around the woods. If you see one, don't contact Coast Guard because they don't care. All right. So there we go. And yeah, voila. That's looking good. Okay. Well, let's check it on this. Okay. All right. I hope everybody's doing pretty good. We're just trying to get this thing together real quick and we turn this on. But here's what we got. We got this big, ugly Bigfoot thing. Kind of scrunchy monster with a mountain, scene, moon. We might even put like Elon or Bezos rocket in there. I ain't really made up my mind yet. It's hard to say. I was beginning to wonder if it was on private for a second. The electric whittler. There are many electricians, but only one electric whittler. What's going on? Dad, Billy, Shoemate, Amy, Joe, what's happening? Glad to see you guys in there. I don't even know what this little king thing is. What the heck? So something has changed there. And Amy Joe, have you seen the Bigfoot I carved a few weeks back? I did one. It was the same thing. It was a flat piece. I got it in here. I can show it to you. It's a flat piece. I chainsaw carved half of it, and then I flex shaft carved the other half. Did you see that? Because if not, I'm going to show it to you before I start on this. I'm looking for her answer. Creation does 777. Best chainsaw carver in the world. What's going on? Glad to see you. Baby kisses. I'm glad to see you. Okay, you've seen it. Well, I'm not even going to mess with it then. All right, zoom into this dude, and we'll get this fan going. And heck yeah. Be sure to check out Creation Does tomorrow. And despite, I'll tell you what, the COVID in some ways has been kind of a blessing in disguise because things on YouTube that I wanted to get done and, getting a store set up and all this stuff. It's just, I don't know what these little things are. They're like kings and stuff it's like number 2, number 1. I don't know what that means, but anyway, that's all new. Anyhow, and I might have screwed something up in setting this up too. It's hard to say. Anyhow, I got a lot done. I got Amazon store. I figured out how that works and got a lot of stuff on there. I designed some stuff, some make wood great again stuff, half of which got rejected by YouTube. So I just ended up having to delete them off the fourth wall link because they weren't going to let me sell them anyway. But then they did go with, ironically, I made a big red make wood great again hat. And that was approved. And I made a sticker that was really similar and it got rejected. I don't know why. Maybe it was because they didn't know what an MWGA was. That's all right. You know what I mean. I mean, it's kind of, I don't blame them. Who knows? But I made a t-shirt and a sticker with this made-up logo, and they rejected them. So you can't win them all. Anyhow, it was pretty fun, pretty relaxing. Guys, if you just popping in, be sure to hit the like. We only got 7 so far. On this kind of stuff, the more people hit the likes, the harder it drives it. And the more views you'll get. So the more of you hit it, the faster you hit it, the better it is for me. How about that? And if you like me, I sure appreciate it. Hey, Roger, what's going on? Glad to see you. Hopefully I didn't miss anybody else. Okay, I'm going to get on with this thing. Get on with your bad self. Watch yourself. Watch what you're working with. Okie doke. See what you do. And I'm telling you, I might sound perky, but I'm worn out. And, that's just the way it goes. You sick like that, you just feel like somebody's been beating you with a stick. So, up front, this is the only second time I've tried Bigfoot face, a flat piece. No, it's not the second time. This is like the 4th or 5th time. The last time is the first time and actually was like really successful. Prior to that, they were all crap. So, we're going to try this again. You always start with the face. Why you start with the face is because of this one reason. If it doesn't come out, if you realize, hey, I made a terrible mistake. I have no idea what I'm doing. I should have stayed in bed. You you could chuck this thing in the fire and it's over with. You know what I mean? So start with the face. I don't think it looks that good to begin with, but oh well. Anyway, it's got some hard lines. That's why I did it in the black. You know, that, and to try to keep it in my head what I wanted to do. And then the pencil lines was just kind of soft lines you could go with, and then shading. And the thing I learned on the last Bigfoot face was if you use a pencil and you shade in the areas that should be further back, like in here, inside the eyes, over the eyes versus how much brow you should have versus behind the brow. I learned from that last time by shading like that. And so we'll see how it comes out. I mean, I ain't a rocket scientist. Just some fat guy trying to carve stuff every now and then. All right, let's get with it. Shut up and get something done. Okay. Got a new RZ. If you've never changed one of these, man, it's a little bit of a trick. It's not bad. It's not like trying to put a 350 car engine together, out of a 1982 GMC Blazer, but it's not exactly the funnest thing to do to change the filters out. All right. I'm gonna start with the eyes, and I'll tell you what. Let me see if I can zoom any more than that. Yeah, and I just kind of general area. I know that'll be all right for me. That general area. Like they can just fly right off the basket. They really look that good. I mean, they're really awesome. And So I've been watching a little bit of her technique on this black stuff. But honestly, I'm too busy to watch that stuff. I probably should watch more. She knows how to do it. I don't want to take too much out here because you gotta have a few back in your mind. That's what you want to do. Whoa! I'm getting on the break. So, Doc was talking about this the other day, or yesterday. And of course, Chillin and Rusty, they got to take it into the gutter. But how she would push too hard on the stuff. And I still do that. I mean, I understand exactly what she was talking about. She wasn't trying to be dirty. And I just can't help it. I'm just patient. I want to get done as soon as I start it. And I do the same crap. But she was scared of it. And because of that, I'm not scared of it. I'm scared of it. One thing has to be there. Maybe I get up there tonight instead of home. You know what I mean? Weigh 300 pounds. Look like those presidents, like the fellow said, you know? Honestly, I just, things like that. Well, I'm trying to be mean, I'm trying to find it. Well, I'm going to do that no matter what. Somebody's going to need that. You can make everybody happy. You wouldn't have to do anything. Just like everybody else. I don't know how many of y'all have Burger King very soon. Burger King got me off yesterday. I was at a Burger King in a little town called Atlanta, Ohio. And I do drive through line, get my food, you get this in the bag, you know, don't punch nobody, anything like that. Get out there, get over to my family stuff, and it's like it's in a bag, you know, instead of a wrapper. Oh, hey, they changed it. It's supposed to be no bounce now. Nope, it's not a bag. The way they put it in there was so that it would fall right out of the wrapper as soon as I picked it up and tried to pull it out. So it landed on my leg, got on my truck, you know, your lettuce and crab on the floorboard, on the leg, and on the console, and the ketchup, all that, you know. And I'm mad, you know. I'm like, I want to go in there, I want to hit somebody. I'm like, yeah, somebody, I know somebody. I don't know the other guy might, you know, beat me up anyway. You just never know. Anyhow, so I look at it, I'm like, well, I ordered a double Whopper with cheese, and this is a single Whopper with no cheese, you know. And so I take a bite out of it, and I was like, oh, screw that. They give me the wrong sandwich, then they packed it up like this. I'm going in there and at least telling them, you know, give me the right sandwich. You guys screwed this up. I go in there and take it in, and they're like, well, it's marked right. It says on it, it's a double Whopper with cheese. And I said, well, if you open it up, it's not a double Whopper with cheese. Well, it says it is on the wrapper, though. And I looked at this lady like, you must be the dumbest person alive. And I'm not sure. She might have been. But anyway, she looked in there. Apparently, I'm a liar. And she said, oh, yeah, I guess that's not a double Whopper. No, otherwise, I would be out of my truck eating this sandwich right now. I ordered from him. But I know I'm looking at you because you gave me the wrong one. And I don't know. Anyhow, so I walked out. They gave me another one. I made sure that they took care of it. I wanted to make it. And I packed off. Anyway, I walked outside. They eat this thing. would have just ate that regular old waffle I gave you in the first place, I'm talking a lot happier. And, you know, it's just the way life is. You know, sometimes you want to straighten things out, right or wrong, whatever. And look, it's just not always perfect. You gotta think of it. It's just not always perfect. Sometimes you're just better off to take the carton that's got 6 or 7 broken eggs, and because you didn't check them in the store, you're all the way home, the eggs are broken. Sometimes you're just better off to just accept that maybe there is a slight chance, although very small, that you're the one that broke the egg, and deal with it. Because by the time you drive back to the store, spend a gallon of gas for eggs that's $1.99, and you get back home, you got another broken egg anyway. You just didn't fair out. You know, it's just kind of how these things go. I'm not trying to tell anybody out there. I'm just saying. Sometimes things just don't go like you think they're going. I don't know how many of you, probably not very many. I play Fortnite and know who is John Fortnite. Somehow you're able to send John Fortnite hallway or something. Now I got two people talking about John Fortnite. And anyway, my kid, he got on mostly the phone. He gave my profile picture and phone number to John Fortnite, which I just thought was hilarious. So now I just keep sending them all places that John Fortnite is. If you don't know who John Fortnite is, take a second, go find out who John Fortnite is. It will make you laugh. I won't make you upset as long as you come back. Here's where I get home. I gotta reduce this data down. You still have to have the bread. Actually, I'll probably need to dig in there for some. But this kind of wood, this is some kind of gel-dried pine. I don't know what kind. It's real white, so it can be white pine, it can be stock pine. I'm not really sure. The way it sits is fuzzy. It makes it hard to see around. So, you gotta have a high plate. You gotta have a low plate. And then you gotta have another low plate. So this right here, you gotta cut this neck and go across like that. And that's what made me think of John Fortnite. I gotta cut this down and it's gonna look like Bigfoot. Tell them to do the Bigfoot in a pig. That makes sense. this out real quick, make sure everybody's doing pretty good. So, me and the boss lady were talking. Hell, I got $11.17. Somebody's pretty daggone awesome. Hey, Mike is making stuff. Susie Q, what's going on? Glad to see you. Heck yeah. We got Dad. We got, what the heck is that say? D? Craxian? I don't know. Hey, Billy Shoemate, Baby Kisses. Awesome people hanging out in there. All right, appreciate you guys. So anyway, me and the boss lady were sitting there talking the other day, you know. I go, yeah, and it just hit me. And maybe you guys can relate. Did it ever occur to you why dogs don't have pandemics? And I never gave this any thought at all. Dogs, there ain't no dog pandemic. I've never heard of a dog pandemic. If there is one, it must have been a long time ago before dog shots. Anyway, the reason that there are no dog pandemics is because dogs are smart enough to stay home. I know what's out there. I'm not going out there. I'm getting hot. Bigfoot, he couldn't figure out how they got back over there, you know. And that's why you never see Bigfoot on a lake. You guys ever considered that? When is the last time you seen a Bigfoot on a lake? And you know what? They don't like swimming. That's also the reason why they say a Bigfoot smells so bad, because they don't like taking baths. Like yourself. Because if you never get out of it, the time and the project, you really have to have a personal dedication and interest in that project to make it. And you never really get your money out back out of it. Sometimes at all. You know what it's really worth in the time. You have to look at things, not the size, but the time. And if it ain't worth your time, then you know, then it doesn't do it. So when it comes to something little like that, you wouldn't make it yourself. You make it cheap. You got two choices, leaves or toilet paper. Which one? I use toilet paper. This guy here, he probably uses leaves, and some of you might like leaves, I don't know. I thought, you know what, I'm going to put toilet paper in my Amazon store. And so if you go to my Amazon store, you're going to see that I listed toilet paper. Now, don't get me wrong, I did do that as a practical thing. I thought, well, you know what, I can always tell people, look, I'm going to have something that everybody needs in my Amazon store. But I really did it to be funny. I ain't gonna lie, I thought it would be funny to put toilet paper in my Amazon store. You know, because everybody else, like, it's all about the ego, you know, and, you know, the measurement. Without getting foul or anything, about measuring, you know, everybody's still measuring. Women measure against other women, you know, men measure against other men, do come across a chainsaw farmer in England the other day. Man, I can't think of his name. I'm gonna post a link to his page. He's a younger guy. You know, I don't think he's been doing it that long. But he's making pretty cool stuff. And I think you got all y'all that like farming, that like chainsaw farming, that like the stuff that we do, that like this guy. And I'm gonna share it. The problem is, I can't remember his name right now. Alright, let's see if we can dig out this lip. That face is still good. We'll need some lines here, burn knives in. Just not sure if I feel like I'm keeping that yet, but I like it. Yeah, I want to put them in there. Because once you get the eyeballs, you just snap everything else. Let me go ahead and dip. I mean, you just feel homey with it. You know what I mean? Not like my homies, my home. Anyhow. Or homie the clown. Okay, this looks pretty good. I can't wait to get to this giveaway, but it's going to take a while. This is not the easiest, or not the fastest project I've ever started on. And it may be that I'll just have to do this in, you know, a couple lives. I don't know. I don't want to put you guys through, you know, several hours having to watch some idiot sit here and rattle bang while he jacks around with this. But that face is coming out good, isn't it? It's looking pretty dapper. He's looking pretty nice, I think. Not too bad. Okay, let's get the lip dug out, and then we'll give this guy some eyeballs. I have to clean up around the nose. One thing at a time. I got it listed in there. If anybody's interested in looking at it and seeing what it is, it's in the store. that thing was like anything you could possibly think if you could want if you were in a survival situation, except the gun. It was just, he got, there's been some others that's absolutely awesome walking things that's come out and guys stood on different ones of you. But I gotta tell you guys, walking shit, I don't think I've seen anything cooler than the one that TJ just put out. Now, don't get me wrong, it's not because the mermaids don't have their top on. That's not why I like it. But it's not. It doesn't take away from the appeal, that's for sure. But that said, that's not why I like it. It's the color and how well that thing come out. Unbelievably fantastic. And if you haven't seen it, you must check it out. I was thinking about this today. So we got Amy Jones and Suzanne, Sophie, and the other one. We haven't seen her out far from them, but especially when it comes to this. That's what I think. I'm saying, guys, y'all are good. I don't know. They are. They are. I know how it looks to me, and I think it looks pretty good. Let's see, zoom in there a little bit. Heck yeah, what we got? 67 likes, that's pretty awesome. Check that dude out, he's looking pretty good. Oh no, we're gonna give him some eyes. Because once you give him the eyes, I mean, that just really brings this dude to life. At least give him eyeballs. And I'm debating with these, because they're too small. Yeah, I know, I don't think so. I think the next size up would be too big. Let's find out. Man, they'd be pretty big. If I did it like that, I wouldn't be giving him any, yeah, you know what, he's a Bigfoot. Let's just give me some big eyes. He's a big-eyed Bigfoot. I mean, you know, find one, prove me wrong. I don't know, right? Here, you got dude on there. Once he's got eyes, I can start giving this dude some hair. Pretty happy with that. How long have we been on here so far? 45 minutes, I guess. I figured no more than an hour and a half, because we got to have our member giveaway. All right, it's going to be half up under anyway. Yeah, right about there. Yeah. That's pretty neat. That'll scare some children. Alright, hold on. Here we go. I'm bored. How's that look? Yeah. That's pretty scary. I need to dig away a little bit around the edges with the pointy burr again. But yeah, that looks alright. Not too bad, not too good. Let me blow that black out. Okay, there we go. Okay, I'll change burrs here and clean that up. And they're kind of big, but I think it just makes him look neater. paint it down a little bit or lighten it up real good. I just know I like these Mammoth Vikings, man. That things are super duper fancy. They get the job done like now. And as when you're an impatient fat guy with you're out of beer, that's what you need. Yeah, I'll probably do that. Dig a storm out, and then I can start giving him some hair. But the face, and there's some aspects of it you just ain't gonna be able to see until they're burnt. I can see some things right here. Thing is, not bad. So I have never used this one yet. So I'm gonna try to use that. I think I'll do this first. And then come back like that, maybe, and see how that goes. I don't know. That might be a mistake, and I might have just want to go with the plain burn and heck with it, but I don't know the answer. What I do know is I can find out this way. By inserting this tool into that chip. Let's see what we shall see. Don't get them. you guys think? I think he's looking pretty good myself. I don't know. Not too bad, not too good. Woodchucker, what's going on? Kevin Dorica, well, you know, glad to see you in there. Heck yeah, awesome, awesome, and again, awesome. Okay, let's keep going with this guy. Now, because this guy's a Bigfoot, it's just safe to assume that he's got these big old honking arms on him, you know what I mean? I mean, it's not that it could be like a kind of system with Bigfoot, you know, pretty good. By the time I dig that out, he's going to look pretty flashy. Probably give him a little room there. I probably had some times where you can't even see what I'm doing, but I'm sorry about that. Be sure to hit that like button if you haven't already. Hey, Matthew, what's going on? Glad to see you in there, man. What do we got here? Yours, yo, Nick? I don't know what that is, but hey, God, glad to have you in there. How about that? All right. Let's rock. Jackson there. Just you with your scabber technique. I did not know. Bigfoot looks fairly fancy. I mean, he'll stand out a lot more once he's burnt, you know. But I mean, that texturing, I love it. I mean, that was on this, like I said, I don't know. I've never used this one, so I don't really have anything to say about it. So I'm going to go ahead and flip to the, because I don't want to take much out of here, I just need to blend it. And my mountains will be the same thing. I'm digging my mountains out. So I'm going to go to the extreme flamer brewer for that and go from there. Let's see what we got. How long we been on here? A little over an hour. Yeah, pretty soon we're going to have our member giveaway here. Can't be holding you guys up all night. I know, this ain't fair. But let me dig this stuff out. It won't take that long. I don't think it'll take that long. Let's see. exceptionally really like something if I sign it. Because I don't sign most of my stuff. I know I should, but I don't. So if I really like it, I should. Dude, and burn some of the fuzzy just off the Bigfoot and see how it comes out. If I can clean that up a little bit more. I don't think so. I think it's all right just like it is. Right here, though. Yeah. Let me do this right in here. Heck yeah. I think he's looking pretty cool. I'm happy with this dude. Let's see what we got. All right. Okay, I'm going to do a little burn on him. And, yeah. I'm just generally happy with it. Now, if you want to screw it up, this is how you can do it. Exactly what I'm getting ready to do. But I don't think I'll screw it up. But I could be wrong. I don't know everything. I don't know nothing. I don't know enough to know that I don't know. Let's find out. Not too much. Just a little bit. Just a little bit of fire. I'm about, I don't know, probably 4 inches back. I'm back a good way. I don't want to hurt him too much. Trying to get no over from me. Have to burn in his face. it's going to take some away from it. But in the nose, I got some fuzzies. And this kind of is what it is. I do like I did the last one and paint it anyway. So it doesn't matter. Trying not to ever burn it. Take the fuzzies off. Make him stand out. You kind of see a little better what you're looking at, you know. A bit of time. I don't know. He's looking more like Larry now, ain't he? Uncle Larry, the West Virginia Bigfoot. All right. How's that look on there? That looks good, other than maybe a little too much of it in the face, you know. But man, I think that looks all right for now. And that was the point. All right, let's turn this off. All right, guess what? Now it's time for the member giveaway. Yay! Hey, all right, my turn. Faster. Okay, all right, here, one more real good close look on this guy. He's looking not too bad, not too good. Somewhere something like Jim, Bob, Daryl, and all them guys. Hey, Susie Q, baby kisses, Kevin, Derica, Matthew, what's going on? Woodchucker. Heck yeah, glad to see you guys. All right, somebody gave us $11. I'm kind of surprised by that. But anyway, hey, Mark, what's going on, man? Glad to see you. Okay, I'm going to set this dude off to the, just save there. Put all that stuff over there. Let's see what we got here. Okay, you guys like my screen, my screensaver thing I got here? Hold on, let me find this again. I screwed it up. All right, guys like that? So if you could see it, let me turn this light off. We don't need this one anymore anyway. Hey, you clicked out. Like that? It's a bear. You chainsaw carving a bear, you know? Kind of cute. I don't know. Anyway, all right. See where we're at here. Okay, there are some names on here that are no longer members. I wrote it down. I know who. And I couldn't figure out how to edit it. And by the time I went to do it, I couldn't figure out how to edit it anyway. Hear about that? And just to take that light out, we'll turn that off and see if we can't get this thing a lot closer. Since we're only having, now hold on a minute. I'm getting in a hurry here. I gotta go get the pieces. Remember I said I left the pieces inside? Let me run out and run in and get those 3 pieces. And remember, a box of cottonwood bark, that's also another option. But yeah, I left the pieces inside. I mean, wouldn't you want to know what you could pick? Hold on a minute. Yeah. Okay, good. All right, I figured it out. I couldn't find him at first. I forgot where I put him. Ain't that awful? Content creator doesn't even know what he did with stuff. Okay, so here's our piece here. First piece. And this is Larry's other brother, Daryl. Let me turn that light back on. There we go. That's Larry's other brother, Daryl. And he's pretty good looking. That's one of my better ones, you know. I mean, I'm new at making these, but he come out good. I mean, that's the best nose so far. He's got it looking to one side. Yeah, a little lip. His bottom lip's kind of round. You know, not too bad. It's not too bad, not too good. But it's the best overall, the nose and all that. It's the best one I've done so far. So this is one of the choices. Let me get this thing out of the way. Bigfoot is not a choice. Don't be confused. This is a rainbow trout. And he come out excellent. I love this guy. He looks really good. And I'm happy with him. I'm definitely happy with him. And so that's one of the choices. Okay. And then this bass, largemouth bass. And he come out. I was really happy with him. How he come out. Pretty cool piece. All these pieces are made out of cottonwood bark. And you guys watched me make these pieces in the last week just for this purpose. We get away. Sure be nice if we could get 4 more likes. So we hit 100. That'd be pretty awesome. If there's 4 more nice, wonderful folks that could hit that like button, it'd be awesome. And, you know, anyway, these are the 4 or 3 pieces. And also, like I said, you can also choose, because most of your carvers anyway, if you'd rather have cottonwood bark to make your own stuff, I give you a box of cottonwood bark. Okay, so without further ado, let's see. You guys ready? Hold on, I gotta turn some lights off here. Hey, that light, that light. Okay, it's gonna make this a lot better. Ready? Here we go. Okay, nope, I changed them. Okay, no, I'm just kidding. Okay, let's do it. Let's see who it is. Chucker! How about that, woodchucker? That's who won this time around. So, Chucker, you send me an email. Let me know which piece you want. I already had another piece. You never got the little piece from me that I was supposed to send you. Well, anyway, I guess that's what happens. You become a member. He's only been a member for a month, and that's he just won a piece. So it's always worth it. Plywood will tell you the same thing. In fact, Plywood was somebody else got him the membership, and he won, and then he decided, you know what, I'm going to keep it. And so he stayed a member since. I thought that was pretty awesome too. So how about that, man? So Chucker, congratulations. And you get to pick which one of these and turn that light back on that you want, unless you might have already known, man. I don't know. It's hard to say. So I don't know what I missed there. That was, it must have been something really funny there. Maybe he said something crazy. I don't know. Oh, Chucker moderator. He wants to be a Chucker. Or he wants to be a moderator. Well, heck yeah, I can handle that, bud. Hold on a minute. See if I can figure it. Where's he at? Hold on a minute. I can't report you. I'm trying not to hide you. Let's see. Here we go. Add as moderator. Definitely not managing, though. Not managing. I've seen you. You're a little on the nut side. I don't want you managing this. I like you and all that, but not enough to let you make creative decisions for my channel. Okay, here we go. Anyway, yeah, you tell me which one you want. Just email me and let me know. You can think about it, or if you want a picture of them all, and think about it, you know, whatever. It don't matter to me. But anyhow, so that's that. Woodchucker is the winner of this month's member giveaway. And here's this cool, by the time he's painted, he'll look a lot better. It's kind of hard to see, but I mean, to me, I'm pretty happy with the success of him. He's, you know, this is the second time I've had one and it come out okay. So I think my next step is that I either need to do a bust or a head, but I also want to do this, this thing they call a, I think it's called a urinal hat. It's like round, kind of ovular, and it's got like a box round thing on it. And it's also got like some turkey spurs or something, you know, to compensate for things that are small. I think I call it a urinal hat. And we know this guy that wears one. And I'm going to be carving one of those with a chainsaw here before too long. And so we're probably going to do that on a live. And I don't know. I've been kicking that around too. We got to carve that urinal hat. We definitely got to do that. I said I would do it, and I'm going to do it. It might even be this weekend that we just go ahead and get that urinal hat thing done. But that's it. That's what we got. Let me pull this off. Pull this off. Pull this out. Something like that. Okay. There we go. How y'all feel about a song? Anybody want to hear a song? Ah, man, my arm's cramped. I don't know if I'm going to have the arm to do that. Let's see. They might say no. You never know. No, we don't want to hear some fat redheaded guy sing. There's all kinds of fat redheaded people singing. Look at the, Oh, what's that one guy, Jelly Earl? I ain't that fat. Come on, cut me some break. You know? And man, that chair's kind of small too. I should have brought out a stool. How would I do it? I don't know. Let's see what we got here. What you guys got? Tear it up. Let's hear some singing. Do you take requests, Kevin? No, I don't. Sorry. Because I'm gonna be doing good to get out one. How about that? And on top of that, I don't have a nice comfy chair. You know, high top chairs. This is gonna come and be what I can get. Mm-hmm. But anyway, this is a little ditty. I can tell you, it's not going to be a little ditty about Josh and Diane. How about that? Oh, if I had $100 for every time I heard that, I'd be able to buy a new truck. I'm serious. Oh my God, that got so old. Yeah, I have to back myself up a little bit here. But anyway, so when some fat guy gets on there with the guitar and he starts singing, that separate just the general public from his fans, you know, or people who are you would call fans, you know, we really like watching each other's content and stuff. But anyhow, let's see if we can't mess something up here. I don't know. That sounded good, didn't it? Yeah, I forgot what I was playing. Man, I just need to quit that one. You know when you can admit defeat? You're like, you know what? I don't think I got the nerves to play that right now. Let's see if I can demonstrate. That's not too bad. I thought that was going to be a lot worse than that. Man, that just does not sound right. Playing too fast. Hey, did I show you guys this? Or hold on a minute. You looking? Okay. I got a good reason to feel like this. I'm sick. Although I will say today I have not had a fever at all. I'm really raspy and still got stuff running, feeling like it's running down the back of my throat and stuff. So you take what you get, you know what I mean? I walk a lonely road, the only one that I have ever known. right. Man, that was so hard. This was just not my night. I did not have the energy to do that. Sorry that come out so awful in the beginning. I couldn't even remember the first song I wanted to play. But in the end, I feel like we recuperated. Chucker, baby kisses. You guys are so awesome. Whoever left us that money before, we appreciate that too. And sorry, y'all know I'm on a struggle bus. I've been sick all week. And really 2 days straight, I laid in bed. And one day I didn't do nothing. I mean, absolutely nothing. The second day, at least, no. Yeah, the second day, I at least got out the computer. Thought, man, you know what? I'll try to get some of this YouTube commercial stuff. Maybe I'll sell something here and there, you know? Like these hats. I cannot wait to get my hat. Make wood great again. I cannot wait to get that hat. I think that's going to be awesome. I wish that I could have got the shirt that I made, but they rejected it. I don't know. Maybe it looks too much like the logo that we were kind of, where we got our idea from, you know? I don't know. Maybe. We'll see. But I cannot wait to get that hat. I think that's going to be fun to wear that hat, especially if the president of the United States calls in to Dellon's handmade woodworking. Again, it'd be sure cool if he came on the video with that hat on. You know, I mean, that would sure be nice if he did it. Anyway, guys, sorry to put you through that songs in the beginning. In the end, I feel like we recovered, and that's all I got. Let's see what y'all got to say. This is one thing I never do. I never take enough time to read some stuff. Let's see. You sick too, Chucker? Oh, I hate to hear that, buddy. Yeah, but that's what we got. But hey, we'll see you, Josh. Yeah, I'm gonna get better. But my energy, this is the thing. I don't know how I'm going now. Matthew, it was horrible in the beginning, man. I mean, horribly horrible. I just could not get that stuff out. And then, like, finally in the end, I was like, okay, it's working. But that's what I got, man. I appreciate y'all being in there. I hate to hear that, Chucker, man. I hope you get better too, bud. And congratulations again. That's pretty awesome. So just send me an email. Let me know which one of them pieces you want, or if you want me to send you a picture of it. So that's what I got, guys. Don't forget, what's it say? You look very flush. Yeah. Yeah, no kidding. I mean, it's COVID. And that's what's crazy. People are like, COVID? Is COVID still around? Like, yeah, every now and then, you know, you hear about it somewhere. It's my third time having it, you know. Boss lady's had it 6 times. She might have it now. I don't know. I mean, if that's the case, it's 7. Hey, heck yeah, plywood. Man, awesome. We glad to have you, man. I don't know. Let's see. Yeah. No, dude, woodchucker. It was awful in the beginning. And in a song I've played 70, 80 times, I just couldn't even play the beginning of it. So I don't know. It's the way life goes. Let's see. You've had it 3 times, baby kisses. Yeah. So I don't know why. Can you guys see these little kings like baby kisses? You got like a little king with a number 2. Can you see that? Chucker, no, you got to pick, man. No, because then I might send you the one I like the least. You know what I mean? I'm just being honest. You got to pick. Sorry. Let's see. Yeah. You can't see them? You can't. Yeah, Matthew, can you see it? You got one too. It's a king and a number. And some people's got that, and I don't know why, what that means, you know, unless you've been hanging out at Burger King a lot, you know. Okay, well, the one on the left, yeah, okay, well, the one on the left is going to be relative. Yeah, okay, let's see, hold them up. Hold them up and you'll tell me. Here, how about this? I'll lay it down and you tell me. So there's a woodman, and then there's a rainbow trout, and there's a bass. And I like them all. Let's see. You tell me. Which one you want? I don't know either. Let's see, John, you got a king number 3. Okay, I was just wondering if you guys can see them. I don't know what those mean. So, yeah, Chucker, which one you like the most? That guy, this guy, or this guy? You know? Let's see. I don't know. Well, that's the one. Is that the one on your left? Yeah, that's the one on my left. Yeah, okay, 10-4. That's the one you're getting. Hey, Dellon, what's going on, my man? Hey, so we were talking about doing this hat. Yeah, Suzanne, you don't have one. Yeah. Yeah, you had a crown too. Plywood, you had a crown too. Man, on other chats, his crown. You guys are all Burger King. Y'all heard my Burger King experience. Why would you want to wear that hat? Hey, and I don't know if you guys have noticed this. Okay, so Chucker took this one as far as I know. That's my understanding. That's the one on my left. Okay. Okay. Yeah, been distling and dribbling. Hey, so let me tell you, listening dribbler, this is what we got. I think Sunday we're gonna do that hat or something, some part of that hat. And man, look at that. Talk about hat. Look at this. Yeah, spiky. Yeah, spiky. Actually, makes my hair look thin, but it's really not. It's that way all around if you look. Yeah. Anyway, I think we're gonna do that hat. We're gonna start on that hat. Anyway, I don't know if I get it all done. Well, I doubt I get it all done because the thing is, you got the hat, and then you got all that crap he's got around the side of it, and and little turkey spurs, and I mean, he probably don't even know what they are, and you don't care. But it took little turkey spurs or something, and some like little metal things in between them that look like Indian stuff, and then isn't there like a skull emblem on the front of it or something? And I don't know, whatever it is, it's shark teeth. Okay, shark teeth. Yeah, I don't know either. We'll just, whatever it is, we'll just put pencils. I'll drill some holes and we'll stick some pencils out of it. But anyway, that's what we got. And don't forget what we said about the dog and the pandemic. There's a reason that dogs never had a dog pandemic. That's because they stay home. And sometimes that's probably what we should do too. I don't know. If we have something, we probably ought to stay home. I know how I got it, by the way. I was around an old man who had a cold, and he's just got hip replaced, so he's probably full of antibiotics and everything else for healing it with that. And he probably got COVID. And hey, looky there. There's like 4 of them crowns on her at the same time. 1, 2, 2, 2. Yeah, I even seen one that said 3. You guys are going to win. That's what I know. All right. Hey, Steve, we're just all getting ready to leave, man. You missed out on the show. But anyhow, that's what we got here. Before we leave, let's at least show Steve what we carved. So Woodchecker was the member winner, and he chose to take this bark carving face. Okay, we set that off to the side, and there was trout and bass. And we carved this Bigfoot, which with the burn, it kind of changed him a little bit. Just, his outward appearance. But by the time he's painted, he looks pretty good. He come out good. But that's what we got. Hey, Ray, how you doing? Hey, we're glad you stopped in, man. All right. Well, I'm going to hit it. And, hey, I can't wait to see that, Mark. I'm going to go over there and check it out when I get in the house. I'm going to check it out tonight. All right, guys, that's what I got. Appreciate y'all being here. Don't forget, Creation Dust Saturdays is usually 3. He'll be on her 3 to 6 tomorrow. And be sure to hit the likes as fast as you can. Help them keep what they got going. Let's be sure and hit that like button. And as soon as you come in, even if you can't watch, come in long enough to hit the like button. Help them out. Because, I mean, what they got going is insane right now. We want to help them keep that momentum. Just keep getting bigger and bigger, because that's just going to make them grow so fast. I mean, it's just awesome. The insanely awesome numbers that they're getting right now. I've never seen anybody going through lives that is achieving what they're achieving right now. And, like I told Josh, keep using that big saw as much as you can. I wish I had a 3-foot long bar, and eventually I might have to get some of that stuff, but I don't have any wood that I can't do with a 16-inch bar right now. Everything I got is pretty small. He said he had small wood. Oh, yeah, I see you guys going together. Yeah. All right, guys, that's what I got. Glad to see y'all. We'll catch you back Sunday. Come back when you can stay later, you schmucks.